How to find your first wholesaling real estate deal in under 48 hours. That is right, guys. It is completely possible in the next 2 days to find your deal. Now, not to get it closed and get the check, because that's usually going to be like 30 days, but in the next 48 hours, you can get your first wholesaling real estate deal and find it. And so it is completely possible. I think a lot of people get really confused on if it's possible or not. You can do it. The one thing you have to do is believe and do the work. And so let's kind of break down exactly how you can find your deal systematically in the next 2 days. Now, it's really important you have to know this, but you have to do the work. This is a get rich fast or a get rich quick scheme where you can make $30,000 really quick, like really fast. But here's the problem. Here's the catch. It's a get rich quick ... hard work scheme. And I think this is the thing not a lot of people really understand, but you can get rich really quick. You can make a lot of money really quick in wholesaling real estate, but you have to work hard. This is why not everyone makes $30,000 the first month. The ones that work hard though, they have a way higher chance of doing this. And so, you may be watching this, your crazy cousin sent you this video, or me or anyone, and you're watching this and you're like, Zach, I want to get rich. I want to do it quick. But I have a lot of questions on wholesaling real estate, and there's a lot of common questions people get about wholesaling. Number one is, how do I find a wholesaling deal? And that's kind of why you're watching this, right? You want to find a deal. And I want to find the deal really fast. That is the point. This is why you're probably watching this, right? I want to find a wholesaling deal, and I want to find it really fast. This is why you're watching me here, because you want to get the deal, and you want to get it quick. You want to get it fast. This is the point. Now, you want to get rich quick in wholesaling real estate. This is why you're watching this, right? And yes, again, let me say this, you can get rich quick. It's completely legal, it's possible, it costs $0. I'm going to show you today without any money. Guys, I'm making a promise to you today. I'm not going to, at the end of this crazy course I'm going to give you, I'm not going to charge you this, right? There's no gimmicks, there's no call to action at the end to go sell you. I'm just giving you information that helped me get rich wholesaling real estate so you can get it. So yes, you want to get rich quick, you want to do it wholesaling. But here's the catch. You're going to have to work hard. Now, look at these lucky guys and gals. These are all people that learned from me how to do it for free. Now, I run a wholesaling course. It's called wholesale.com, and I run it, and it costs $0. It's free. It actually costs me tens of thousands of dollars a month to run this course, and it shows people how to wholesale real estate step by step. A lot of stuff like you're watching here, it's all in wholesaling real estate. It's like the Netflix of wholesaling real estate. I'll call it YouTube because it's like free, right? But these people all learned what I did, and they made a ton of money wholesaling real estate. Now, if you ever go to wholesale.com, and I show kind of basically a lot of testimonials, you're gonna see hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people in the past couple months make money wholesaling houses. And the cool part is the checks, I always update them, and they're always really, really recent, so these people are still doing well. And let me tell you this in the humblest way, that has shown more people get the first deal than me. So this is why I should get to work today. Now, getting rich wholesaling real estate, you want to be like these people. I never said this is an easy thing to do. It's simple, but it's not easy. And I think that's the thing we kind of have to understand here. Yes, this business is amazing. It will change your life. It will change the way you are going to make money and everything, but it's hard. I mean, life is hard, guys. So let's get over it. So again, wholesaling real estate is a get rich quick ... hard work scheme. And once we kind of put this in our brain that I need to make $30,000, but I don't want to work hard at all, that ain't how this business is going to work, guys and gals. If you work hard, you'll get rich. I don't want you to have some crazy, unrealistic expectations of what this business is. You're going to have to work hard, but you will get rich in this business. So again, why listen to me? I got a crazy hat. What do I do, right? So basically, you want to know who I am. My name is Zach Ginn. I make millions of dollars a year wholesaling real estate. Now, I am not the guy that is promising you I'm the richest wholesaler in the world. I make more money than any other wholesaler in the history of, that's not me, okay? I make millions of dollars wholesaling real estate a year, net to me. I have a partner, Zach Ginn, and we make millions of dollars after we split our proceeds in our company. That's what we do. I've never claimed to be a guy who's making 17, 20, 30, 40, 50, $100 million wholesaling real estate. There's people out there on the internet claiming to make $100 million. I really, really doubt it, but that's not me. I make millions of dollars, and I just love this business, and I teach everything I know about it. Now, I've been wholesaling for over 7 years now, and I've done over 2,000 wholesaling real estate deals and a lot more to go. Now, the reason why I might not be the richest wholesaler, but more people have probably watched me teach you wholesaling than anybody else, is because I give everything out for free. And I'm not talking about YouTube, I'm talking about the course, right? The course has over 250,000 active students that log in every single month to learn wholesaling real estate. Now, the reason why this course has 250,000 people, it's not like they're all paying me $1,000 a month for this, right? It's free. It costs $0 and I'm never gonna charge for it. That's why it's got the word free in it. And frankly, that's why. And 250,000 is not a lot because those are just people wanting to get rich. There's way more than 250,000 people in this country that want to get rich wholesaling and internationally and virtually. But the truth is, it is the largest wholesaling course just because it's free, but also because the information's good. And it became so good that there's been no other person who has the most testimonials of, hey, Zach, you changed my life, got my first deal, than me and Rick. Because the course has 250,000 people and they're all getting to work and they're all learning from my system. So really what I can teach you today is the systems to get your first deal and how to make millions of dollars. I'm not claiming to be the guy to teach you how to make $40 million a year, but my system works and it gets results and it's worked more than any other system in the country. So this is where I'm at. Now let's break down what the wholesaling process is. Now, again, I'm going to say this only one more time, but go to freewholesaling.com. That is my free course, and that's where you're going to learn exactly the entire wholesaling process step by step. We're just talking about how to get your first deal in the next 2 days. Like, that's what we're talking about today. But it's really important if you're a brand new beginner of knowing exactly the wholesaling process. Now, if we look through, you get a deal now and you go all the way to day 30, get your check. This is what we're going to be looking at, right? Number one, we're going to do our marketing, which is going out here and finding the distressed property, finding the ugly looking house. Then we're going to lock up the deal. We're going to meet with the seller. We're going to have them sign an agreement. We're going to go and take pictures of the property. Then we're going to go out here and find that end buyer. That's going to be a rich landlord, house flipper who's going to buy that agreement we sign. We're going to walk them through the property and then we go to title and get our check and close. Now, you might be confused. You're brand new. Don't worry. We're going to go through the process again in the course, but really that's the process. You know, we find the house, we sign a piece of paper to buy it, we sell that piece of paper to a rich landlord or house flipper, and we then go and close the deal. Now, finding a wholesaling real estate deal really quick. You're going to have to avoid the long plays. And what I mean by avoiding the long plays is you're going to have to avoid marketing that's going to take a little longer to set up. And what I mean by this is, like, for example, direct mail. Direct mail, you're not going to get a deal in 2 days after you send the direct mail, right? It's got to go through the mail. It's going to take at least 7-8 days for the postcard to even hit the person. We can't even lock up the deal until day 8, 9, or 10. But it's still one of the best marketing channels out there. But unfortunately, it's just a longer play, and that's something we can't do. So we have to avoid the long plays. Digital bandit sign is another one where in 2 days we really can't find a deal. We want to get it fast. Avoid the PPC, the SEO, the Facebook ads. Not really the JVing or networking deals really either. We're going to want to try to find deals where we can lock it up as soon as possible and the quickest marketing channels out there. So here's the question. How do I find the deal? How do I find it quick? How do I find it fast? Speed, speed, speed. It's all about speed. It's about how fast you find the deal. It's how fast you get it locked up. It's all about the speed to close the deal. And so if we can have speed, implement that. If we can implement my scripts that I tell you to use with action, and you put in at least 10 to 15 hours a week minimum, you can easily get a deal quick. Again, you should join our Flip with Rick community. We have a Facebook group, we have the course, we have the comment section. Make sure you join that too. That's gonna really help you out in your success. Now, number one, what's one of my fastest ways to find wholesaling real estate deals? Now we got the Jordan Belfort, Wolf of Wall Street. He's in his car looking for deals, but this is one of the fastest ways in the next 2 days for you to get a deal. It's called reverse driving for dollars. Reverse driving for dollars is easy. You put a sticky note on an ugly looking house. So you get in your car, like Jordan Belfort there, you drive around town, you find an ugly house, you put a sticky note on it. What do you put on the sticky note? Something like, hey, this is Zach. I had a quick question about your property. Please give me a call back. You can also find government lists, right? These are code violations, pre-foreclosures, fire damaged properties, water shutoffs, liens, tax delinquencies. We go over this a lot in my free course. But you can find the ugly house by just getting a list of pre-foreclosures, going to the address, and then putting the sticky note on the house. Doing this method, really, if you go crazy, in the next 20 to 30 hours, you can get a deal locked up quick, easy, and simple because you're attacking this, right? You are hunting the deal. You're not like fishing and you're hoping that you take the bait out there and you're hoping you can go get it. No, you are going out there and hunting the deal. Now next here, Jordan Belfort method again, is cold calling. And this is probably the one you're cringing at. Maybe your lips chapped up and oh my gosh, cold calling, whoa! You're looking to hide, to try to get away from everything, right? But guys, cold calling is one of the best, fastest ways you can gain really good skills. And the truth is, if you're watching this video right now and you are scared to cold call, I know it's not because you don't think you can do it. It's because you're nervous because you just haven't done it enough. You don't have the confidence to talk to sellers. And the only way to gain that confidence is to believe in what you're saying, which usually you need experience for, or you just believe that you and your partner are looking to buy some houses for cash in the area. So how do we start? Simple as this. Get your phone and get to work. That is it. I don't know what else I could say. This is super complicated apparently, but just start calling. 99% of the effort is just calling. We obviously can go out here and use the right lists. That's going to help us a lot. If we act like a salesman, we're not going to get really any good results here. That's just not part of my scripts I teach at all. So just don't act like a salesman, act like a friend, act like someone who's actually trying to help the seller out, and you'll go a lot farther here. Now, I said the right lists. What are the best cold calling lists to be going after right now? I would say standard government lists, right? So code violations, probates, tax delinquencies, the arrest records, fire damage properties, water shutoffs, evictions. These are going to be the best type of list to be going after because they're hard to get, they're super high quality, and we get a lot of great wholesaling deals with these type of lists. Now, also paid lists work really well, right? Going to dmzack.com, zackdata.com, listaria.com. Any of these paid platforms, we can use our filters we have in the free course for wholesaling.com. Also, those will work really well. Now, another way we can get wholesaling deals, and something I've been preaching at for a while here, is something called SMS Text Blasting. I absolutely love texting. Like, a lot of people think SMS Text Blasting is dead, but in my personal opinion, SMS Text Blasting is probably the furthest thing from being dead. Yes, maybe some of these crazy paid softwares, we have these opt-out languages. It is going away somewhat, but the actual process of you texting a motivated seller using Google Voice, a cell phone, or any of the free methods we teach, it's actually getting more and more popular. So I cannot stress this enough, SMS Text Blasting actually works. How do we do it? Get on the phones and start texting sellers, just like cold calling. Doing it is the hardest part, and doing it consistently is one of the hardest parts. Again, like cold calling, using the right list is going to be paramount here for your texting. Also the right scripts. But really the main thing you need to be focusing on here is when you text them and they want to sell the property, you actually get a yes from them. You don't text them back and forth like a 14-year-old teenage girl. No, we actually get on the phone and we close the seller. Once they want to sell on text, we call them. The point here, guys, and this is us just texting in general now. I don't know what guru's been telling you this, but the point of texting is just to find somebody who wants to sell their house. Once they do that, you get on the phone, you stop texting them. You're not going to ask out a girl over text, right? You're not going to propose to somebody over text, right? And frankly, you're probably not going to do it over the cell phone calling. You got to do it in person. And those are one of the best ways to get wholesaling deals. Now, on top of this too, the best texting list that I've statistically found, I've tried them all, guys and gals, over the last 5 years. So I've been texting about 5 years, not 7, because I had about 2 years starting out where I didn't do any texting. Cold calling lists work just as well for texting as texting does for cold calling. Those lists work pretty much the same. Now, your big question is, if I'm texting, calling, how do I get these sellers' phone numbers? How do I actually have the ability where I can reach out to them and get these wholesaling deals done? Well, this is easy. This really is not a complicated process, guys. One of my favorite websites, if you have no money and you want to get somebody's phone number, is a website called cyberbackgroundchecks.com. I absolutely love cyber background checks. It is one of my favorite websites to find someone's phone number for free, and it's one you should be doing. Another really good free one is called truepeoplesearch.com. It's a great one to be using. Now, if you want like unlimited bulk skip tracing, because unfortunately with truepeoplesearch.com and cyberbackgroundchecks.com, you have to individually put the address in and get the phone number, and it takes some time if you have thousands and thousands of leads. So a website like dmzach.com, I can upload 1,000 at a time and instantly get all the skip tracing at higher quality than those other 2 free websites. Really quick, really simple. Remember, in most bulk skip tracing companies, you're spending 10, 15, heck, even 20 cents to get someone's phone number. And it's gonna cost you thousands of dollars a month, but for under $100, you can use dmzach.com. It works really well. And the main part here, and I have to emphasize this, is stop over-complicating things. Us wholesalers, us entrepreneurs, us new wholesalers starting out, we usually tend to overcomplicate things really badly. We overthink things, and we consistently fail in showing up every single day because of the minutia of this business. So what I'm pushing you to do, and this is how you start becoming successful, you need to create a plan where you will consistently do the work. Not a plan that I'm telling you, hey, do this, and no. Really, guys, do a plan that's actually gonna have you start doing the work and you showing up every single day and doing what you know you need to do. Because, guys and gals, this is a numbers game. The more work, the more marketing, the more high quality data we're putting in, the more results we're gonna get. So if this is a numbers game, let's kind of talk about the numbers. If you want to get a deal in the next 48 hours, you're going to have to put out anywhere between 500 to 1,000 sticky notes. You're probably going to have to do 4,000 cold calls, so I hope you guys get a dialer. About 7,000 texts, which is tough and rough, I get it. But those roughly are the amount of leads you need to get a deal in 48 hours. Now, you can put 5 sticky notes out and get a deal. Like, that's happened before. I've had cold calls where the first cold call of the day, when I used to cold call every single day by myself, the first call of the day, it was a deal. Or the second or third call of the day was a deal. But roughly, it's gonna take you an average, right? 4,000 cold calls to get 1 deal. And there's obviously different factors of this, obviously, but roughly that's what it's gonna take. So you know the numbers, this is a numbers game, get to work. Now these are the statistical odds, right? It's like me telling Kobe Bryant, do you know there's a 0.001 chance you as a high school basketball player are going to be in the NBA? Like, he doesn't care. He's still going to go after it. But it is a numbers game, and you should know the exact work it usually takes the average wholesaler around the country to get a wholesaling deal. And I'm not showing you this to discourage you or scare you or try to get you out of this business. These are just the rough numbers. I see people who put a couple hours in work and say, why did I make 30 grand? It's like, do you really think you make 15 grand an hour just doing this by yourself at 17? No, it's maybe $500,000 an hour if you really put your work to it, but these are the numbers. And again, this is a numbers game. No one else in wholesaling is going to show you this information. And again, this is not sexy, but schedules and budgets to me are sexy because they actually get results. They actually make you do the numbers. They actually make you over time get the work done. So you got to remember this, if you have a low budget, right, and if you don't have a lot of money, you are probably going to have to put a little more work than the average person to get deals. If you have less time to put in this business, I don't think a lot of people look at this, wholesaling real estate has 2 currencies, time and money, and you have to budget both and schedule both. If I don't have a lot of time, my budget for time is low. And so if you have less time to put in this business, you're going to have to go after higher quality data, actually harder to get lists. These are gonna be lists that are hard to get. These are the code violations, water shutoffs, fire damage properties, the probates, the ones that are a little more difficult to do. You will actually start getting more deals if you start going after harder to get lists. And again, create a budget for your time and money you're gonna be putting in every single day. It'll just help you keep on track and get it going, guys. Momentum, inertia, this is actually a real thing. It's easier to do something every single day if you usually do it every single day than do nothing and then do it for 1 day of the week and then stop doing it. This is why when you work out every single day, it's easier to go in the gym on the 8th day than it is to work out maybe once or twice a week to show up the next time. And so let's kind of go over a sample schedule, right? So if we're putting in 20 hours in a week, what should we do to get the highest chance of getting a deal? I would say 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Let's say you're working a 9-to-5 job. I would say reverse drive for dollars. There's some daylight, go after it, get some deals. When we get back from work, we should probably put a couple hours into cold calling those leads. Do that about 5 days a week. That should be about 10 hours a week of work. So I'm not telling you guys to go out here and work 100 hours a week and that's what we need, right? Just 20. And for the vast majority of people, you spend probably 20, 25, 30 hours every single week on social media. On your YouTube, your Instagram, your Facebook, your TikTok. You guys spend an enormous amount of time on things that aren't going to make you money. This is something where you can make money. If you just do 1 hour less of sleep a day for 7 days, that's 7 hours. We cut out the social media, that's about 10, 15 hours. You're easily going to hit that 20 extra hours of work that can actually change your life. So do it! And sometimes, when I was making this presentation, right, I got a little attitude because I know a lot of you guys are saying 20 hours. What do you mean? Like, what's the process? You just told me to cold call and drive for dollars. Like, what? Can I have a crazy system? Can I go pay $4,000 for this? Like, bro, you want this crazy system? Like, it's not a system. Just put the work in. Just do the effort. This is all I'm telling you to do. Drive for dollars, reverse drive for dollars, cold call, text blast, digital band signs. Like, you can do whatever you want, but just stop complicating it. Like, there's 5 or 6 things you should be doing, and that is it if you're virtually wholesaling or locally wholesaling. It's not complicated. Stop overthinking this. As a guy that makes millions of dollars, I had to stop myself from overthinking things. There's a reason why all those people in the beginning got the checks, because they got out of their own dang head. No, it's not complicated. Your brain right now is trying to stop you from like, 20 hours, whoa, I don't want to do that work. There should be some complicated system where I can work less and it's crazy. No, guys, stop trying this. There's no crazy system. This is a simple business. Stop trying to seek more struggle and more complication in this business. The work is not in the systems, it's in you going out here and doing the effort. That's this business. Get to work and do it. Now, the one thing here you're going to struggle in is if you don't know the rules of the game, it's going to be rough on you. And in wholesaling real estate, I got over about 30 or 40 rules in wholesaling real estate. Now, they're not like, oh my gosh, if you break the rule, then you're done. But like, you should know them roughly, right? Kind of like we have an NBA ref here, right? If you don't know the rules of basketball, it's going to be hard. You can watch a lot of guys teaching you how to dribble and things. But if you don't know the actual rules of the game, you're going to be behind the 8 ball in this business. And that's why I tell everyone, go to freewholesaling.com, don't be broke, go through the course. I could sell this course for over $7,000, but I give it out for free. Go through the course. We have a 30-day wholesaling challenge in there. Be there or be square. So you might be like, oh my gosh, okay, whoa, there's a lot going on here. What do I do? Step 1, create the schedule, get to work, and put your 20 hours in this week. Go to freewholesaling.com, it's my free course, and you can learn wholesaling real estate and really get a grasp on the concepts. Another reason why I tell you go to freewholesaling.com is my contracts you can download are absolutely in there for free. My scripts you can download are in there for free. I can't teach it all on YouTube because YouTube has privacy policies where I can't actually share some information about wholesaling like addresses, names, and real deal examples. YouTube takes all those videos down. So I had to create a private server where I teach it in my free course. On top of that too, you should join my Facebook group. It's called Wholesaling Houses for Real. I give everybody the ability to actually talk to me one-on-one. That's true. Ask in the comments, this is a real thing, but you're able to do a one-on-one video chat 2 to 3 times a week with me if you join the Facebook group, because it costs $0 at all. Like, I don't want your money. I'll talk to you for free and it costs nothing. You just gotta join the Facebook group. It's called Wholesaling Houses for Real. We do one-on-one coaching calls there. And you can join a community of over 138,000 people in there that can always help you out. And on top of that too, make sure you subscribe to all of my YouTube channels. We have 4. But the 3 I want you to subscribe to right now is the Flip with Rick YouTube channel, the Zach Ginn YouTube channel, and Rick Ginn YouTube channel. Those are where we do our live streams. Make sure you subscribe to all 3 of those and get to work. I'm praying you get to work. I'm praying you go out here and change your family's life because you deserve it. If you're ready to get a deal right now, go to freewholesaling.com. Make sure you smash the like button, subscribe. I'll see you soon. This is Zach Ginn signing out. Have a blessed one.